theories regarding the origins and original purposes of the Great Pyramids in Egypt. However, none have ever been proven to be accurate and or possible within the realms of our known reality. I am the first and only person in our known history to come up with the idea to apply Darwin's theory of origins and actually link it to the Great Pyramid. And in doing so, I have uncovered a very credible theory, which may quite possibly be the greatest discovery regarding our origins as well as the formation of our Earth ever to be realized. In the 1800s, Darwin figured out what was required in order for organic matter to materialize. In the 1900s, scientist Stanley Miller tested that theory in a lab and created amino acids, the building blocks of life. Miller's now famous experiment proved that Darwin's theory was correct as to how organic life got its start on Earth. One of the key ingredients of Darwin's theory was lightning, as it was required to jumpstart the gases and minerals into an organic state of matter. Miller's experiments used electricity, which was a substitute for lightning, in order to achieve his results and confirm Darwin's brilliance. Upon learning about these two gentlemen, and their contributions towards our knowledge of science and understanding of how organic matter began, I wondered if the Great Pyramid could have been naturally designed to deliver the lightning portion of his theory into the ground. The thing that led me to link these things all together was some documentaries, which suggested that the Great Pyramid was some type of electrical power plant, possibly to provide power to all of Egypt. Others have suggested that it, along with the thousands of other pyramids around our globe, were wirelessly connected to each other, providing a global source of energy. Now, whether you choose to believe either theories or not, there is simply no denying the electrical properties, which make up the structure of the pyramid. If you were to compare the pyramid's building materials to an electrical cable of today, you will see that the conducting and insulating properties of the giant structure are arranged in the same manner. The pyramid is a true example of flawless electrical engineering. This was the basis for my brand new theory regarding the true purpose of the Great Pyramid, which strongly suggests that the Great Pyramid was the very thing of Earth, which gave birth to all organic life, including you and I. I had spent over a year exploring this idea, and had made some startling discoveries. One, which I will share with you now, is some microscopic photos of various stones, which develops naturally within the human body. Kidney stones and bladder stones made up of calcium. These are untouched photos, and as you can clearly see, they are in the shapes of pyramids. Not close but precise in their geometry and asymmetric designs. So I believe that we are products of the pyramids, and here we have pyramids developing within our internal organs. This is just the tip of the iceberg. My book Frankenstar not only explains how humans were created and brought to the surface, but also how the Earth itself was formed and created. And it was all due to the pyramids. They are the single biggest mystery in our known existence, and until now, nobody had truly figured out what they are, why they exist, and what their purpose was. Immediately, you need to dismiss all theories of these being man-made structures. They were naturally sealed units, like giant seeds. There are no natural entranceways. Each of the entranceways used to this date had been blasted open at some point in time with explosives. Even once entry was possible, all of the tunnels going in are only 3 to 4 feet square. A human has to bend over to walk through these passages, which again proves that they were never designed for humans to enter. Whomever came up with the theory that all the pyramids around the world were wirelessly connected to each other was totally 100% accurate. This was proven when the smartest person in recorded history had realized a constant energy source within our atmosphere, which would have been capable of transmitting free energy wirelessly. I am talking about Nikola Tesla. He is the one and only person out of billions who had figured out this source of energy. However, this was an energy which was present in our original atmosphere, brought forth by the pyramids, then eventually disabled by man. The constant source of energy of our past had contributed greatly to the emphasis of our very beings. Watch my video, Gravity Revealed, as it explains precisely how how the power of the pyramids created a balance between the electromagnetism of the sun and the Earth's core. After my studies and writing of my book, the next most impressive person, whom I had become aware of, is David Talbot and his Thunderbolts project. Just as Tesla had realized a natural energy source throughout our atmosphere, Talbot had realized that our entire solar system is electrical in nature. He had also concluded that the gravity of Earth is much stronger today than it was in ancient times, though he does not mention a reason. My book explained that very reason and was published almost a year before I ever even heard of David Talbot. Again, my video, Gravity Revealed, explains exactly why our gravity was only 1/3 of what it is today, and why it had changed so drastically. So I have demonstrated how pyramids are natural and that our internal organs also produce natural pyramid shapes. This should take the guesswork out of trying to figure out why humans made pyramids, and how and why they came up with these shapes. It's because the pyramids are natural and were not designed by humans. Okay, so we also have giant rock wall formations all throughout our globe, many of which share the same impossible building designs as those of the pyramids. Therefore, there's as much controversy regarding their origins as that of the pyramids. Examples of these walls can be found in Peru, amongst many other countries. For this mystery, I just asked myself, why would someone make such walls, which really do not seem to be designed for shelter or security purposes? Also, why would someone make weird joints like this, which would not only be impossible to achieve, but at the very least, would complicate the entire construction process? As you have witnessed above, I had found organic minerals in the same shapes as pyramids, proving beyond a doubt that pyramids are a natural shape of this world. So due to the fact that many megalithic walls share similar impossible designs as those of the pyramids, I decided to go back under the microscope, to see if I can find an organic match to the building patterns of some mega walls, to prove that they too are natural elements of the Earth. Here are some comparison photos of various organic images, which closely match the designs of megalithic walls. First, I have grain patterns of insect wings. Look at the joint pattern of a dragonfly's wing, compared to the joint from a mega wall in Peru. I don't know about you, but they are extremely similar in their multi-angled shapes. Here is another dragonfly wing and rock joint comparison. You cannot tell the difference between the two. The wing looks like mega blocks. Here is an image of onion skin, closely resembles the block patterns of mega walls as well as the pyramids. How about this photo of human blood cells? You see the flower effect, where there's one block surrounded by several others. Looks very similar to these wall designs, which some have called jaguar paws, believed to be constructed by the Incas. Here are a few more comparisons for good measure. I believe the dragonfly wing and especially the blood cells are an unmistakable match to the giant walls, which are otherwise surrounded in mystery as to their origins. I do understand how up until now, it was believed that humans made these walls, as many of these sites had been since built upon by humans. However, it is usually quite obvious as to where nature had left off, and man had begun. It is my own theory and personal belief, that all the megalithic rock formations, which can be found on every continent of our planet, are kind of like the veins of the earth. They are natural rock formations, which aided in the creation of organic matter. Rocks are the building blocks of life. Without rocks, there would be no life. Granite from volcanoes had become the foundation of our planet. Scientists say that we humans are comprised of mostly water, plus several elements brought to the surface by volcanoes, therefore making volcanoes the base of our life cycle. All of the original megaton rock formations had played a key role in the development of organic matter, harnessing nutrients, minerals, and gases, which were essential for organic matter to develop. The title of my book is Frankenstar, Starseed. I chose this name because, just like the old Frankenstein story, life was generated by electricity from lightning. The pyramids are stars, which sprouted like seeds, as they created organic life via lightning, so my title seemed quite fitting. Eventually, my book Frankenstar will go down in history as the most significant explanation of our existence to this date, ever to be realized in the recorded history of mankind. A book, which will make a giant leap forward in the understandings of life and our planet, and open the minds of scientists, scholars, astrophysicists, and dreamers alike, leading them each to many more new discoveries. Had I not made these discoveries when I had, it may have taken thousands of more years, or possibly never, before anyone else thought about linking Darwin to the Great Pyramid. You can now own a piece of history, and purchase your very own copy of Frankenstar, and witness in my own words, how each of my discoveries had come to me. From the functions of the pyramids, to the formation and life cycle of our planet Earth. Frankenstar is now available on Amazon in both paperback and ebook formats. See link in the description below. Please feel free to check out my other videos, which are each based on certain chapters within my book. Thank you for watching.